So my passion has always been the world of sound and television. I've always been a singer, Latin singer, pop rock in Spanish. So I'm used to recording. I've always done, as well as on-air talent type of work with a talent agency, no matter where I've lived. I've also lived in England for 7 years, in London. And I've been back in the US now for 5 years. And I decided now at my age, it's time to do what I really love and not worry so much about money.
My name's Hunter Weeks. I guess I came to Colorado Media School. Initially, I was looking for assistance with a project for Veterans Treatment Court, trying to put together something about how Veterans Treatment Court can be better used. In the process, I got hooked up with or attached to a handful of graduates, given a, I guess you call it a walk around, a tour, and realized that probably a better way to do marketing is to just know my own marketing. And marketing is going digital, it's all going radio, TV, and internet platforms. And so instead of trying to, I think my catchphrase was, Google Ads and Craigslist only go so far. So I came in looking for some new ways to do marketing. And in the process, I'm learning a bunch of the stuff that goes into productions behind that marketing. I guess the biggest skill that I learned, like I said, was apparently I need to always be photo ready. Apparently I always need to be ready for a shoot. And I don't know, I did my hair this morning. Does that count? So I mean, I guess that's, for me, that's really my biggest parts and my biggest things is I'm a huge supporter of veterans. And so this gives me the key skills that I need to continue to do productions about veterans and for veterans. And I'm also running a small legal company. I've got to know all the ins and outs of marketing if I plan on doing my own marketing.
So what I didn't expect after being here only a week is the amount of stuff that I've learned in just 1 week. And we're not talking about just lecturing like a regular normal school. This is really hands-on. So week 1, I've already recorded radio jingles, added music to it. I've learned about all the different shots that you can do with a camera, how it relates to the audience. I mean, and this is just in 3 days of education. I'm just really amazed.
So my name is John Johannes. I've been coming here to Colorado Media School, about to graduate, so 8 months now. I got into Colorado Media School from a push from my brother. My family owns a store, and with all the customers, I'm really big into sports, and with all the customers, especially football fans, we just kind of talk shop. And if they're a Jets fan, you got to give them some trouble, razz them up a little bit. If they're from Northern California, Raiders fan, being a Denver Broncos fan, you got to talk your crap a little bit. But no matter what sport it was, I always found myself in tons of conversations with anybody, baseball, basketball, and I always felt like sports was an equalizer. No matter what part of the country you were, no matter what race, nationality, whatever, there was a sport that you picked up, something that, of an interest, whether it was track or whatever. And I've always been into every sport, and I always found myself, having those conversations. And that's what brought me to Colorado Media School. I wanted that barbershop kind of feel, because I've listened to all sorts of national sports radio, from Mike and Mike to Jim Rome to, Colin Cowherd, all of them. Mike North out in Chicago. And the joy they kind of brought to the audience, but that antagonistic feel too, just because that's what sports is, depending on what side of the aisle you're on. It's not politics where feelings get hurt. Sports is, win or lose, you're going to leave in a chipper mood to a degree. While in politics, feelings get pretty sore and, rubbed raw. And that's what I loved about sports.
My name is Jeremy Cugier. I started wanting to be part of this industry when I was about 6 years old. I'll never forget Watching sports was my biggest thing. I always wanted to be into sports. Sports radio, didn't matter what, sports on news, ESPN, whatever had to do with sports, I wanted to be part of it. As I got older, I decided I wanted to pursue this, but I ended up becoming a father. And when I became a dad, my whole world changed, and I kind of put everything, my dreams, and all those things aside to be a dad, which was probably my favorite thing in the world to do. And so for the longest time, I put that aside, became a dad, got divorced, and then became a single dad, and kind of just, raised my kids, had a great time. We're still doing some of these activities outside with wrestling and professional sports and meeting people and traveling and all that. And I got to tell you, it's been nothing but a blessing in disguise meeting my classmates, podcasting, going out and shooting video, just meeting different people in the industry. It's been a blast. I can't say how thankful I am for doing this. And I know like the sky's the limit for me on the things that have been presented to me probably in the last 2 months, where it's just blown me away of the industry and where I'm going and headed. And I just want to, wish anybody that's, whether you're going through a hard time or you're scared, nervous, and you don't know what to do, and this is a passion of yours, whatever you do, take that first step. Even when you can't see the whole staircase, which happens to be a Martin Luther quote, take that first step of faith. You never know where it can take you. But I'm so thankful I did, because now I'm able to pursue my dreams and my passions by going on to the next level. And I'm so excited for where I'm headed.
And the one skill I feel like that Colorado Media School kind of brought out of me, besides confidence, was in our first month, we were doing our Adobe Audio Audition, and I feel like with that base layer, I was able to kind of build and run with that, and then understanding how one layer translated to another layer, I felt that's what got me better in Premiere as well, because I had never done any of this editing, not the audio, not the video, any of it. And with that small little kind of understanding of how one worked, I was able to understand how the rest work. And I'm getting better at it. I mean, I can barely do After Effects, which is a challenge. But with Premiere, I definitely feel like I'm not sinking anymore. I feel like I can swim. And besides confidence, I would say that is the one skill that I think helped get me through these 8 months.
I learned that I needed was that I know I didn't have that I needed was podcasting. I've always been fascinated with podcasting. I mean, since day one, I always was like, man, how do they do this? I'd love to do this. I can talk to anybody, or getting a group with some of your classmates or guys and girls that you click with. I wanted to learn about podcasting, and that is something I learned about at Colorado Media School, how to do a podcast. And I can tell you this. When you're lost like I was, there are so many people, instructors, even classmates that will go above and beyond to help you in areas that you know nothing about. They will, like I said, go above and beyond to get you understanding and, and learning things you didn't know, and then taking that and running with it, basically. And that's exactly was, something that I ended up learning was how to do podcasts, and I can't wait to see where I go in the podcast industry.
Absolutely, and I believe having a background in education, that's in every educational institution. It's really what you're going to put in as much as you're going to get out. They're going to give you everything here, for what I can see. You're going to get everything, but it's up to you to put the pieces together and make the final product.
Awesome. Is there a reason why someone should come here?
Well, I believe, like I said, that people should come here if they're looking to break through the industry, no matter how old you are. I mean, I'm not 20 years old. I was a bit apprehensive about coming to a school after being out of school for so long. Having said that, I've been made to feel extremely comfortable. Everybody's super warm here, more than willing to help. I've never seen that in any other educational institution. I mean, it's just wonderful. So if you're looking to break through in this industry, definitely check out Colorado Media School.
Awesome.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, Well, that was quick.